Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Babe Ruth Baseball Complex here at Breed, just outside Breed Middle School. More importantly, the Nipper Clancy Baseball Diamond for the biggest game of the tournament for the Lynn 15-year-olds. If they want to move on, they have to win this game. Lynn wins today against Medford. Medford's undefeated. If Lynn wins today, it'll create a three-way logjam. Two teams will move on. They will go to the tiebreaker. The first tiebreaker is head-to-head. That will be broken because all three of, if Lynn wins today, would be beating each other. So the next tiebreaker would be runs against, and Lynn would be in good shape. They would finish in the top two, and they would move on. Hit big hop to the second baseman. Niccolo to Dow for the out. Mitchell, the shortstop, was the hitter. And I apologize up front. I asked Medford for a lineup. They were busy doing other things, and I finally copied it off the official scorebook, but they didn't put first names down, so I only have last names. This is Wester, the catcher. In for a strike. Luke Mannion is on the mound for Lynn. His second start in the tournament. Lynn coming off a tough night last night. They lost 2-1. Peabody getting a bases loaded walk in the bottom of the sixth to win it 2-1. Their other run was unearned. Scoring on an error, helped out by an error. Fishing with the first three. Walks killed Lynn last night. Both runs that scored were put on base by a walk. There were 7 walks in the game. And on 4 pitches, Wester draws a walk. Here comes the first base runner. And Barry, the second baseman, will be the hitter. Hit in the air to right field. Couple of steps to his right. Sean Anderson makes the play for the second out. Barry hitting the first pitch. 2-way for the center fielder, Grant. In for a strike. High and away for a ball. Count evens at 1. Not a cloud in the sky. Big, bright blue patch. Sun's shining. We're in a little bit of shade because we're right under the trees out behind third base. They had the runner Wester running, and he has to go back because Grant fouled it off. Runner goes again. The pitch is outside. The throw not in time. So Wester with the... The umpire gave the safe sign at second base. I don't know if he get off the bag, but he's going to be out. So I don't know. The first sign was safe, and then the fans below me from Medford were screaming to Wester to go to third because Lynn was leaving the field, dropping the ball off. And the only thing I can think of was that he slid in, and then they kept the tag on him, and he got off the bag because he clearly gave a safe sign. So it must have been he got off the bag. Now I understand. He was safe at second base. Thank you for the Medford fan. I didn't know. I was watching the play at second. It was strike 3 on the hitter. So Grant was the strikeout victim. For Lynn will be Cal Durant, the center fielder, leading off. Jared DeFilippo, the shortstop, bats second. Catching and batting third, Nico Galizzi. Pitching and batting fourth, Luke Mannion. Lucas Fritz will be the extra hitter, batting fifth. Aiden Dow, who was a tough loser in the game last night, is the first baseman, hitting sixth. He pitched an outstanding game last night, deserved a better fate. Right fielder Sean Anderson hits number 7. Batting eighth and playing third base, Mark Tobin. The left fielder Andrew Luciano hits number 9. And bring up the tail end of the batting order. Batting 10th is the second baseman, Jackson Nicolo. And you heard me correctly. Batting 10th. No designated hitter. It's an extra hitter. Rather than pitches in for a strike. Rock on the mound. Throws that one high and tight to Durant. Durant tried to stem the tide last night, coming in a tough situation with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And Rock will throw him out. He almost threw that ball away. Threw it to the foul side of first base. Jared DeFilippo scored the 1 run Lynn got last night. Started to pull the trigger and held up. Up and away for ball 2. Swing and a miss. Low for a ball. Hit in the center field for a base hit. He got one of the 2 hits they got last night. And it was just like that in the first inning. And he scored the 1 run. He made it around to third on a wild pitch and an error and scored on this hitter, Nico Galizzi's fly ball. And they say fly ball. It was a blast and a half to left field. Up and away for a ball. So DeFilippo gets the first base hit. He's at first with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Fishing for a ball. The runner takes off. The ball's hit to deep short. You have to make the long throw. And they get him at first base. Lynn doesn't believe it. Nice play by Mitchell. Long throw over to Normilli. And now scooting over the third, but they're going to send him back because time was out. I think Lynn was looking to see if the base umpire would check with the plate umpire, but I think that's by the boards. Coach Galizzi came out to talk to the base umpire to see if he would go to the plate umpire, and they said no. So both teams have a runner at second base with 2 outs. Luke Mannion can help himself. The pitcher up at bat. Takes the first pitch high and tight for a ball. Hit foul off the backstop. Count evens at 1. Right back to the pitcher. He'll make his second play in the inning. So both teams get a runner as far as second base, and that's as far as they go. So at the end of 1, we're right back where we started, dead even. Lynn nothing, Medford nothing at the end of 1. Teddy, the third baseman, will be the hitter. I hope I'm getting these names correctly because I copied them very quickly off the lineup they gave to the official score, and I had to do it very quickly because they were starting. Lined in the left center field for a base hit. Leadoff hit for Medford in the second inning. Yeah, bring up Normilli, the first baseman. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Mannion steps off, trying to keep the runner close at first base. Down and in for a ball. High for a ball. They throw over, trying to keep the runner close. In for a strike. It's hard for me to pick up the balls and strikes because the umpire doesn't really go overboard. He just puts his right hand straight out. Sometimes it's hard to pick up. Swing and a miss. No question that was a strike. Now I mentioned you can have 10 hitters. Not a designated hitter, but an extra hitter. Medford doesn't have that. They're only batting 9. He tried to hold up on the pitch that was high and away, and the umpire said he went through with it. Second strikeout for Mannion. McDonald, the left fielder, will be the hitter.
Come on, Jay, get hot now. Here we go, Jay, get hot.
Again, trying to keep that runner close at first base. Few Medford fans have made it. There's all along the fence here out behind third base. McDonald is the left fielder for Medford. For Lynn, this is win and move on, lose and eliminated. And they got a big jump. No chance. No chance. Good throw by Galizzi, put it right on the back. Niccolo looking to make the tag. But Teddy just got a real big jump. In for a strike. He's got a bit of a long stride going to the plate. That gives him a little extra room to run. Hit foul back and out of play. Reaches for that and taps it up. Just a little love tap. Almost like an excuse me swing, like he got fooled and just popped it right to the first baseman. So 2 away. This is the pitcher, A.J. Rourke. I was saying Rocky, because it looked like that's how it was spelled. But I asked one of the Medford fans, and that's the only reason I have his first name, or first initials, A.J. Rourke. So I apologize for A.J. for mispronouncing his name earlier. Hit foul to the backstop. 2 quick strikes, pitcher against pitcher here in the top of the second inning. Lynn is the home team, and that not because they're in Lynn, it's just because everybody played 4 games and everybody took turns being visitors at home. Strike 3 call, good pitch. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Gave up the base hit and the stolen base. But once again, Medford leaves a runner at second base. And Lynn again will have a chance to get on the board first in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Lucas Fritz, Aiden Dow, Sean Anderson to face A.J. Rourke, beginning his second inning of work on the mound for Medford. Again, a tough loss last night. Lynn got a run in the first inning against Peabody. DeFilippo manufactured a run with a hit, a wild pitch, an error, and a sacrifice fly. And it lasted for a while, but then Peabody with a runner at second base, ground ball to third. For some reason, the runner at second got way off the bag, got hooked up between second and third. Looked like they ran him down and tagged him, but the umpire said the third baseman missed the tag, and the runner was safe at third. They pulled the infield in. Ball hit, bounced high over the pitcher's mound, way over the pitcher's head. Didn't have a chance to make a play. And behind him was the shortstop, and the only play they had was at first base. The run scored to tie the game at 1. And then Peabody won it with a bases loaded walk with 2 outs on a 3-2 pitch. In the bottom of the 6th, it went right down to the wire. Lynn put a runner on with an error, stole second. But they hit the ball hard the last out, but they hit it right at the right fielder. Lucas Fritz, the extra hitter, takes it up and away for a ball. Chased that high fastball and swung right through it. Up and away for a ball. In for a strike, evens the count at 2. Wide for ball. We go full 3-2. Hit high in the air to the second baseman. Camps under it. And second baseman Barry makes the play. One up, one down for Aiden Dow. Mentioned he gave up 2 hits last night in 5 1/3 innings. And one of them was a perfectly placed bunt out in front of the plate. Sliced foul off to this side. Dow loves to go the other way. Strike 3 called. First strikeout for Rourke. Sean Anderson, the right fielder, was the hitter. High and deep to left field. Over the left fielder's head. Anderson, who can run, gets in with a stand-up double. Jumped on the first pitch and ripped it. So as Medford did, Lynn, so shall they do. They get their second runner at second base with 2 outs. Mark Tobin, the hitter. High for a ball. High again, 2-0. In for a strike. 2-1 the count to the Lynn third baseman here in the bottom of the second inning. That one bounced, it goes to the backstop. Lynn will get the first run of the third base. But it comes with 2 outs. The 3-1 pitch up and coming. Tobin can be fussy here. Liked it, fouled it off. Off the screen, bounced all the way out to the back to the pitcher. So the 3-2 pitch up and coming. And that's ball 4. First walk given up. And now he gets to first base. He's just going to walk to second. They're going to let him go. I think he was looking to maybe get hooked up. Try to steal a run. So it's second and third with 2 outs for Andrew Luciano. Rourke didn't even barely glanced at Tobin, who didn't stop at first, just kept going to second. Down and away, 2-0. Hit on the ground, off the shortstop into center field. 1 run is going to score. They hold Tobin up. Safe at second. Good hard shot by Luciano for a base hit and RBI. So 2 out Lightning for Lynn. Second and third with 2 outs, and that brings a visit out to the mound. Good hard shot by Luciano. So the big double by Anderson. Tobin threw a big walk. Walks have been big in these games. He drew the walk, extended the inning, and Luciano went the other way with it. Hit it right to the third base side of second base into the outfield. Tobin couldn't score. Grant got it back very quickly. But hustling was Luciano, who went to second base. Drew a throw, but he slid under the tag. Pitch in for a strike to Jackson Niccolo. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Don't mess around, Abe. Don't mess around. Finish it off.
Lynn's already got more hits than they had last night. Hit in here behind second base. Going back out in the grass. Barry makes his second play in the inning. So the second inning is history, but Lynn gets on the board. The double, the walk extended the inning, and the big hit, 2-out hit by Luciano. And as Mannion takes the mound, he'll have a skinny 1-run lead, but it's a lead. Going into the third, it's Lynn 1, Medford nothing. Dyer, the right fielder, will lead off the third inning for Medford. Mannion will start his third inning of work. He's starting his first inning with a lead, 1-0. In for a strike at the letters. At the knees for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Pops up right to Niccolo, the second baseman. Little golf shot. 1 away in the third. Mitchell, the shortstop. Very nice play. Throwing out Galizzi in the first inning on a ball that was hit to deep shot. He bounced out second and first, leading off the ball game. In for a strike. Down and away. Medford is going to be one of the 2 teams to move on. If they win tonight, automatically it'll be Medford and Peabody moving on. If they lose this one, I believe it will be Lynn and Medford moving on by the run differential, number of runs given up, because Medford beat Peabody pretty soundly. I think they scored like 11 runs against Peabody, right? 10 runs. I'm giggling because the Medford fans who were sitting right under me are screaming at the umpire over the strike call. Niccolo did a great job of knocking it down, but had no chance of throwing him out. So Mitchell's got a base hit. And I am looking in the same exact direction that they are looking at, and I can't see home plate. So I don't know if it's a strike or not. I'm not going to try and overrule the umpire from here, although I've been known to do that before. West of the catcher is the hitter. He drew a walk his first time. Made it as far as second base. The bunt is down. Mannion with a nice play. Good bunt, but Mannion defense out-hustles the offense. He'll get credit for a sacrifice. So for the third inning in a row, Medford has a runner at second with 2 outs. Barry, the second baseman, hit it well, but hit it right at the right fielder. Back in the first inning. Chopped it, foul. Galizzi grabbed it like it was out in front of the plate, but it hit Barry in the batter's box. So it's a foul ball and an 0-1 count. Line past the first baseman in the right field. So 2-out Lightning for Medford. Out at second base. He got the double, but then he went over the bag. And DeFilippo made the tag. The play goes 9-6 for the out. But 2-out Lightning for Medford gets him the run. A line shot. Dow made a great try, but it got by him just inside the right field line. Barry went into second, got the second, was safe with the double, but then went off the bag and got tagged while he was off the bag for the third out. So they get a couple of hits. So both teams have a run on 3 hits. And both teams have walked a batter. That was the first inning that Mannion didn't have a strikeout. So we're back where we were, dead even. Lynn will have the top of the order. Kyle Durant, Jared DeFilippo, Nico Galizzi up. And A.J. Rook finds himself back in the game, even at 1. And both teams have had 2-out Lightning. Kyle Durant bounced to the pitcher, leading off the bottom of the first. Pops it up. Shortstop. Drifts a couple of steps towards second base. Mitchell makes the play. One pitch, 1 out. Jared DeFilippo, the shortstop, got a base hit, made it to second base in the first inning. In for a strike, 1-1. Hit into left field for a base hit. DeFilippo's got his second hit. And Lynn has a runner with 1 out here in the bottom of the third for Nico Galizzi. Hit a solid shot, the deep shot, and Mitchell, the shortstop, made a great play. Fielded it, made a good strong throw, and got Galizzi by a millimeter at first base. Chop to third, right at the third base bag. Very nice play by the third baseman, Tredio. So a runner at second for Luke Manning. Again, Manning can help himself with. I'm not sure what they called it foul. I thought he fielded it right at the third base bag. He was standing on the third base bag when he caught it. High and tight for a ball. So Galizia is back up at bat.
Move outside sphere.
Medford fans again getting on the umpire. The runner takes off. The throw hit him. Good thing he's wearing a helmet. So he steals second. One out. Go ahead run at second here in the bottom of the third. Little late swing by Galizia. That was almost in the catcher's glove when he fouled that one way down the right side. Reaches for that one and hits it the other way again. Staying alive. Waves at that pitch. I don't know if he took something off. He was way out in front and chased that one. So two-way now. Luke Manning can help himself. Hits it foul off the backstop. Chased the pitch. Rourke has got him chasing pitches. Strike three called. So they get a run on the second base with one out. And he comes up big, strikes out the two in a row to get out of the inning. So once again, Lynn leaves the runner in scoring position. We played 3-0 to choose between these two in this 15-year-old Babe Ruth State Tournament game. Lynn won, Peabody won. Grant, the center fielder, will lead off the fourth inning for Medford. Low for a ball.
Come on, Shadow.
Missing low again. 2-0. Missing for 3-0. And that's ball four. Second time in 4 innings, Medford got the leadoff hitter on. Second walk.
Stay hot, Shadow. Stay hot. Come on, Shadow.
Teddy got a base hit his first time up. Takes it high for a ball. Coming into this game, it was just exactly the same. 1 run apiece. Both teams had 3 hits. Both pitchers walked the bat, so both gave up 3 hits. Both walked 1, and both gave up 1 run. Can't get any closer than that. High again, 2-0. I think Mannion wanted that pitch. That one's in for a strike. Nice stop by Galizzi behind the plate. Count goes 3-1. Medford fans starting to get a little bit excited. A runner on, nobody out. 3-1 on the hitter in a 1-1 game. Yeah, that's back-to-back walks. That's going to bring a trip out to the mound. Tony Luciano coming out to talk to his pitcher. Everybody crowded around. Now they're going to limit it to the pitcher catcher. Umpire comes out, breaks up the confab.
Leave a mark, 11. Leave a mark tonight.
Normally the first baseman struck out swinging. The first time you might see a bunt here.
Leave a mark, 11.
Bunts it foul. Reach for that pitch. That was down and away. He was going to bunt the pitch wherever it was. Almost like it was a suicide squeeze. We haven't seen... We've seen one bunt for a base hit, another bunt trying to get a base hit, but we haven't seen that many sacrifices moving people along. We see it now. He gets it done. He got it done. Can't do any better than that. Second and third.
Jay, make it hurt now, Jay. Make it hurt.
Left field, McDonald is the hitter. Go ahead run at second. At third, excuse me, a little bit of insurance at second. Lynn brings the infield in. Up on the grass. Chop foul.
Hey, trust those hands, Jay. Let him grab 'em.
Into the Medford dugout. Lynn's looking for something right at one of the infielders holding the runner. Or a pop-up. Of course, ideally, they'd love a strikeout. Off Galizzi. The run scores. Good hustle by Grant to score on the wild pitch. Went off Galizzi's glove and rolled toward the Medford dugout just far enough for Grant to score. And the runner moves over to third with one out. So a big opportunity for Medford here to put a little bit of daylight. They've got one run up now.
Big run, Jay. Big run. Get the bat of the ball, man.
They'd love to get this run in.
Heads up, Kano. Heads up.
McDonald's job is to get the bat on the ball. Mannion will pitch from the stretch. Medford can do anything. They can try to squeeze it home. Hit in the air to left field. Coming on, making the play. Safe. McDonald got it done. Luciano made a good try. Caught it. Strong throw. Tough assignment. So again, 2 walks, 2 runs. Tough. They appeal to third, safe at third. Can't be giving runs away. Got to make people use the bat. They gave him 2 gifts. Medford took advantage. Missing low for a ball. And he wasn't close to the first 2 hitters. First batter went 4 pitches. Durant drifting back, makes the play. He's a very good outfielder. Rourke, the pitcher, hit it very well. Durant was there to make the play. But they get 2 runs in the inning without a base hit. 2 big walks. The wild pitch moved everybody up.
Keep it going, boys. Keep it going.
So Medford takes advantage of the early Christmas gifts presented by Lynn. 2 walks. The sacrifice moves them up. The wild pitch scores 1. The sacrifice fly scores the other. So without a base hit, they score 2. So Lynn will have to make a comeback against A.J. Rourke. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Lucas Fritz, Aiden Dow, Sean Anderson to face Rourke.
Yeah, so like she went like this. Yeah. So she went like this, and then he had a ball red and a white. That's the best game. They went to sleep that night at my house. Leo, Tyler, and Shane Shaw, and Shane.
So Lynn has scored 2 runs in 10 innings. The bats have been quiet. Swing and a miss. Fritz popped to the second baseman as 1 trip.
Hold it, AJ. Yeah, yo, wait, buddy. Heads up.
In for strike 2. So this is the first time that Fritz is pitching with a lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit on the ground. Knocked down by the second baseman. Throws it away. They had him, but he hurried to throw. He had a little more time than he thought. Fritz will reach on the error. That's the first error in the ballgame by either team. Aiden Dow was called on strikes his 1 trip. High for a ball. High again, 2-0. Dyer, the right fielder now, is the first baseman. And I think hit the other way into left field for a base hit. So Lynn puts the tying runs on. I believe it's Scarpelli who is the new right fielder. Swing and a miss. This is Sean Anderson, who ripped a double and scored the 1 run that Lynn has. Looked like a good curveball Had Anderson backing away. Quickly 0-2. I thought Lynn might go to the bunt as well to try and move the runners up. Hit solidly to short. They get 2. Nice turn in the middle by the second baseman. Barry made a great turn in the middle. Now there's 2 outs with a runner at third. And that hit Tobin on the head. So now if they send Tobin down to second, let's see what Medford does. But that's a really crisp 6-4-3 double play. Anderson hit it right on the nose, hit it right to the shortstop. And Barry made a terrific turn in the middle, made it easy.
Get the yellow. Let's go get him, Ace.
Luciano got a base hit, knocked in the 1 run. They let the runner just took off even before he made the pitch. So they have second and third. The tying runs in scoring position, but there's 2 outs here in the fourth. In for a strike. Chop foul off the foot of Luciano. Luciano's trying to walk it off. Hit to center field. Starting in and backing up. Grant makes the play. So Lynn threatens with the error and the hit. He also hit batsman, but that 6-4-3 double play knocked down any hope of Lynn getting back in the game here in the fourth inning. And Medford holds on to that 3-1 lead over Lynn at the end of 4. Dyer, who was the right fielder, now the first baseman, will lead off the 5th inning for Medford. Up and in for a ball. On the corner for a strike. 1-1. High for a ball. Hit foul off the backstop. Hit up the middle in the center field for a base hit. Mitchell, the shortstop, is grounded to second, singled and scored. He scored the run that tied the game for Medford. They wound up getting 2 in the fourth on a couple of walks, both walks coming in to score. He's made 2 very nice plays at shortstop. One to throw out and the other one the start of a 6-4-3 double play, and that was big with 2 on and nobody out. Hit the left field for a base hit. Back-to-back hits. We mentioned how important it is for Lynn to win this to create a 3-way tie, and in doing so they would automatically move on with the run differential. But it's also huge for Medford, because if Medford wins, they come out of this as the number 1 seed. West of the catcher has walked and sacrificed, so he hasn't officially batted yet. His sacrifice helped set up the first run. Perfect bunt. They're not going to get him. They almost got him at third. Absolute perfect bunt. Medford's looking to break this one open. 3 on and nobody out. Barry hit it hard right at the third baseman. Next time up, he ripped it for a double, and that brings a little confab out to the mound. Medford fans getting really excited now. They've got Lynn on the ropes. They're already ahead 3-1. Mitchell just got his second hit in the ball game. And the runner at third, Dyer, almost overran the bag. He just got back. Well, Barry has 1 RBI. He's looking for another one. He was in the middle of that very nice 6-4-3 double play. He made a great turn in for a strike. Nice stop by Galizzi on a pitch in the dirt. At least momentarily saved a run. Pops it up. That's going to be trouble. What a play by Niccolo. They almost doubled the runner at third if that ball was close to the bag. What a great play. Great play by Niccolo. With the infield in, that looked like a sure. I'm dating myself. Texas League hit. Niccolo made a great play. Grant has struck out and walked. He drew one of the 2 walks in the fourth and scored the run that broke the tie. Hit foul off the backstop. Down and in for a ball. Dyer was bouncing around at third trying to distract Mannion. Throw is high, he's safe at the plate. Graham will reach on the fielder's choice and get an RBI. They had what they wanted, a ground ball, but the throw of the plate was high. Teddy, the third baseman, has singled, walked, and scored. Safe at the plate again. They bounced the ball to the plate. So they got what they wanted both times, and they couldn't make the play. Scarpelli, who went into play right field after he pinched hit, is the hitter. He laid down a perfect bunt to move the two runners over. And now they were going to squeeze, suicide squeeze. The runner comes home and scores on the wild pitch. He laid down a perfect bunt to move the runners up. They go with the suicide squeeze, and they threw the pitch over the catcher's head. He could still do it. Second and third was one out. 3 more runs for Medford in this inning. And here they come. The bunt goes foul. Almost a perfect bunt. He pushed it by the first baseman. Dow let it go, hoping it would go foul because he had no play. Well, they got 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Now they got 3 here in the fifth. They've broken this one open. They come again. Coach is out. Umpire's calling. He squared the bunt again, and they call a balk. Medford fans were screaming it already. He reached to try and bunt it again. That's going to be a strikeout. That was an interesting at bat by Scarpelli. He tried a bunt, suicide squeeze. So they sent 8 to the plate. 4 of them score. Three hits in the inning. A balk, a wild pitch. And Medford has kind of put this one away. Leading 7-1 going into the bottom half of the fifth inning. Lynn has got a mountain to climb, and A.J. Rourke has got a comfortable lead to work with. All he has to do is throw strikes the way his team has been playing defense. It'll be 10-1-2 for Lynn. So a bizarre inning. They got a couple of hits. A perfect bunt for a hit, loaded the bases. 2 ground balls that they had plays at the plate. They threw one high, they threw the other one in the dirt. Both times the run scored. And then they balked in a run. A wild pitch brought in another one. So the hits loaded them up. The fielder's choices, the balk and the wild pitch brought them in. First pitch hit the second base. Safe at first. So the infield hit gives Lynn a base runner. Great try by Barry, the second baseman. Went over, smothered it, get up and try to make the throw. Almost threw him out. Calderon has bounced to the pitcher and popped to the shortstop. High for a ball. Hit in the air to right field. Scarpelli makes the play. One away with the runner at first. Jared DeFilippo is 2 for 2.
Strike, Sage. Strike, son.
Easily back is Niccolo at first base on the throw over.
Hey, let's get two, boys. Back at you, Mitch.
Line to center field. Nice play. Boy, he does a nice job. Grant to center field. He got a big jump on that one. Had to go over to right center field. Reached across and made the play. Nice defense by Grant. Can't hit any better than DeFilippo hit it. So 2 outs now with the run wrong. Gleazy has grounded out and struck out. Is it high in the air? That's going to go out of play. Actually bounced into the Medford dugout and bounced over the Medford dugout.
Get that ball.
Go, hey, get through the fence, Shane. Off the fence. It's all right, Hollywood. Coming at you now.
Chop foul at the plate. Very, very close. He leaned across, took a long look at that one as it just missed. Thought about it, held up, and got the call. Throwing over again. I'm not sure why they're throwing over with the score 7-1.
Hey, get the outage. Go get him, kid.
Popped up. Second baseman Barry makes the call. Defense has been terrific. That's the first 1-2-3 inning in the ballgame. And it comes in the bottom of the 5th. So Medford comfortably ahead. It's Medford 7, Lynn 1 at the end of 5. A.J. Rourke, who's done the job on the mound, will lead it off. He has struck out, hit a shot to center field that Durant tracked down. So he's 0 for 2, but he has done enough on the mound to be a big part of this game. He's given up 1 run, 3 base hits. Walk 1, hit 1. 2 quick strikes. Strike 3 called. Three quick pitches. Fourth strikeout for Mannion. Dyer started that 4-run uprising with a base hit. Scored the first of the 4 runs. First time up, he popped up to second base, so he's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Both pitches are down and away. Mannion's walked 3, 2 of them in a row to start the 4th inning, and both of them scored. It bounces in the dirt, so it's 3-0. Well, 4 pitches. Dyer draws a walk. And the shortstop Mitchell will be the hitter. He's grounded out the first time, leading off the ball game. Last 2 times he got base hits and scored both times. Not bad for your leadoff hitter. 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. That one bounces in the dirt. That'll move the runner over to second base. And he's going to keep going. They couldn't find the baseball. Dyer winds up at third base. Bounced off Galeese. He couldn't find it. Mannion had to quickly go down and get it. So a runner at third with 1 out. Medford trying to add to their lead. And Lynn again will bring the infield in. Wide for a ball. Up and away for a ball.
Come on, Maddie.
And that's ball 4. Mitchell's on for the 3rd time. He's been outstanding at shortstop. So first and third for West of the catcher, who's walked, sacrificed, and singled. So officially he's been up 1 time. He got a base hit and scored a run. And we're going to get a change on the mound. And I think it's going to be Durant coming in. Mannion will go to first base. Dowd will go to center field. And Durant will be the new pitcher for Lynn. Durant's making his 3rd appearance in relief. He came on last night in a very tough situation. And on a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs, he walked the batter, forcing in the run. The run was credited to Aiden Dow, a really tough luck loser. He threw the ball to third. They let the runner go to second.
Hey, stay hot, Shawno. Stay hot. Come on, Shawno. Come on, Shawno. Come on, now, let's go. Let's go.
They bunted, another suicide squeeze, and everybody is safe. Medford's really playing small ball. We haven't seen that even in high school. So first and third with 1 out. Barry, the second baseman, made some nice defensive plays. He flied to right. He doubled in the run to tie the game, and he was out when he overslid the bag at second. Last time up, he popped up. Niccolo took a base hit away from him. They threw it down, but with the infield in, there was nobody near second base.
Come on, Aiden, go get one now. Look at this.
And they do it again. They squeeze again.
All the coaching.
Unbelievable. Perfect bunt again. And as I said, all the high school games we did, even the softball games we did, we haven't seen this. And they still have a runner at third. Grant, the center fielder, struck out, walked and scored, reached on a fielder's choice when they tried to throw the runner out the plate and didn't get him, getting an RBI. He scored twice. Worcester was faking like he was going to run home. They steal second base. If the runner at second and third score, this could be a mercy rule game. It started out instantly enough with an out, call third strike. But then again, back-to-back walks, and both of them have scored. High for a ball. And then two perfect suicide squeeze bunts. And that's ball four. Third walk in the inning. Teddy was singled, walked. He got an RBI reaching on the fielder's choice when they tried to throw the runner out. Back-to-back plays, they missed both times with the infield in. Hit to third. They got the play at the plate. Galizzi made a nice play. They threw the ball in the dirt. So the bases are still loaded. Scarpelli sacrificed his first time up. Set up 2 runs after 2 walks started the inning. Then he was squared around for a suicide squeeze, and he threw the ball over the catcher's head to the backstop. The run scored. And they still left the bunt on with 2 strikes, and he fouled it off and struck out. In for a strike.
Hey, do what you know, 11. Oh!
Try to hold up as it broke down and away, but the umpire said he swung at it. Curveball hung up and he ducked away from it. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Pop into right field for a base hit. A big hit. Everything going Medford's way. All he does is bunt. What does he do? He drops it in the right field for a base hit. McDonald is the 10th hitter in the inning. Second 4-run inning in a row. Double steal. Mercy rule is kicked in. So Lynn doesn't need one, they need two now. So 9 runs in the 5th and 6th innings by Medford has blown this away. Dropped in for a strike. McDonald has popped to third, hit a sacrifice fly for an RBI, and popped to the shortstop. So Lynn is not going to move on. They're going to get knocked out. Peabody will be happy. Peabody with their 3-1 record is going to move on. Medford will be the number 1 seed. As Scarpelli moves over to third on the wild pitch. He's been a good addition. Got that perfect sacrifice to set up the 2 runs that gave Medford the lead. Probably going to turn out to be the winning runs. Hit to short. Nice play by DeFilippo. He's had a very nice tournament, Jared DeFilippo. So 10 hitters come to the plate. 5 of them score. The exciting part, those 2 perfect suicide squeezes. And Lynn is down to the last 3 outs, even though it's the 6th inning. The mercy rule is going to kick in if they don't score 2 runs. Three hits in the inning. There are also 3 walks. 13 walks in 13 innings by Lynn pitching. So we have a new pitcher. Normili, who was the starting first baseman, is coming in to pitch. That'll put Scarpelli out of the game. And I think A.J. Rourke went to right field.
Jack, is that Ryan Scarpelli up? Ryan Scarpelli's pitching, right? Just for the weekend. Ryan Scarpelli. Look at my boy. Thanks, Dad. Look at my boy. He makes me so proud. What's he doing? Oh, no, that's whack.
3 outs away. Luke Mannion. Jose Pena is going to hit from Mannion. As Lynn goes to their bench. And this is not going to be an easy time. Pitch in the dirt. Low for a ball. Normili has got a little hop, skip, and a jump on the mound. Right there. On 4 pitches, he issues a walk. Only the 2nd walk given up by Medford pitching. I didn't think Rourke threw that many pitches. I don't know why they would take him out. in for a strike. If you watch the pitcher's foot, he's got that little hop, skip, and a jump as he's going to the plate. Right there. Swing and a miss. This is Kevin Pena hitting for Fritz. Didn't miss by much. Off the center fielder's glove. Great try. Grant made a great try, but couldn't get to it. Pena will get a base hit. Eyelash away from making another nice defensive play. And now Ryan McMahon will hit for Dow. In for a strike. Popped up. In for a base hit. So Lynn loads the bases with nobody out. Ray Contreras will be the fourth straight pinch hitter, hitting for Anderson. So a walk, back-to-back hits have loaded the bases. Lynn trying to not get mercy ruled. They're looking to at least play a full game. 2 runs have to score. Again, he's got that little quirky, little extra step, little skip. Funny windup. Hit the second for one. They turn their second double play. Nice turn in the middle by Mitchell.
Hey, there you go, Mitch. Let it go, Aiden. Nice job, boys. Good job, Ryan. Way to turn it.
So if the run from third scores, we go into the 7th inning. If they get the third out, the game is over. This is Mark Tobin, who was walked and got hit by a pitch. So he hasn't officially batted in the game.
Okay, coming to you now.
Just foul over the first baseman's head. Tobin hustles in the second, thinking it's a double, but it's a foul ball. They called it fair. I thought he signaled foul. So Tobin gets it. It does get a double. I thought the umpire thought pointed foul. So we will have to play the 7th inning. And gets their first run since the 2nd inning. Andrew Luciano knocked in that run in the 2nd inning with a base hit. So they got 4 runs in their last 13 innings. Hit foul.
Shano, heads up, Fight you.
Yeah.
Terrific play by the first baseman. Dyer over at first base made a great play going behind the bag, backhanded that, and just beat Luciano to the bag by a step. But Lynn keeps their pulse up, the faintest pulse you can have in this game. They're trailing at 12-3, just shy of the mercy rule. Medford 12, Lynn 3 at the end of 6. A.J. O'Rourke, who was the pitcher, he's now the right fielder as the hitter. In for a strike. He is struck out, flied to center, and struck out. But he went to first 5 for Medford. He gave up 1 run, 5 hits, walked 1, struck out 3, and hit a batter. He was very good on the mound. Swings through that pitch. Missing up and away for a ball. And that's ball 4. He had him and he walked him. Second game in a row that Lynn pitching has walked 7. In for a strike. Dyer, who's now the first baseman, has popped up, singled and scored, walked and scored. Pops it up. Foul behind third base. Fouled again. A little bit of left field, most of the third base side, the pitcher's mound, the dugout, Lynn's dugout, of course, the Medford dugout, in shadow coming from the trees that are behind third base. Everything else is bright sunshine. Hit to right field for a base hit. Mitchell, the shortstop. They got him the first time, grounding out to second base. Last 3 times, single, walked. All 3 times he scored. And he's been outstanding at shortstop. Curveball drops in for a strike. Nice play by DeFilippo at shortstop, going in the hole. First and third now with 1 out. West to the catcher, walked, sacrificed, singled and singled. He's perfect. Scored a run, knocked in a run. He had one of those perfect suicide squeezes. We haven't seen a lot of those, and we've seen here Medford back to back. And they tried another one. They didn't get it down, but the pitch went over everybody's head to the backstop. Out at first base.
One of them was after the bag, and the second one was on the bag.
Up and away. Barry fly to right. Doubled in a run. Popped to second. Singled in a run. He's 2 for 4 with 2 RBI and a run scored. A little skip and a jump to get over that pitch down around his ankles. In for a strike.
Yeah, I know, but it's on the opposite side there. You have to flip around.
Hit slowly. Safe at first. The infield hit by Barry gives him another RBI. So they get 2 more. They broke and was wide open with 11 runs in the last 3 innings. Grant struck out, then he walked, reached center fielder's choice, walked on base 3 times and scored all 3 times. Hit foul to the backstop.
Can't see.
14 runs put up by Medford. Call third strike with the curveball. So they finally get out of the inning. But Medford puts up 2 more with 2 base hits. Another walk. (14-3). Medford 3 outs away from officially being, they already are, but officially being named the number 1 seed coming out of this. I believe this is the north side. They'll play the team coming out of the south. So Lynn won their first 2 games. And I think that game last night against PB took an awful lot out of them. They lost 2-1. And it was a bases loaded walk with 2 outs and a 3-2 pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning that brought the run home. And the first run scored on an error. But you don't win many games, only getting a couple of hits and 1 run. So Peavy is happy because they're going to move on. A win in this one by Lynn would have knocked Peabody out. Jackson Niccolo has popped up and singled. They had a very nice defensive play. Going back and picking off a pop-up looked like a base hit. What a play by Mitchell. He's been outstanding at shortstop. I mentioned that before. He went almost behind second base, fielded that and threw Niccolo out. So he had Mitchell at shortstop. He just made that play. He's been on base 4 times and scored 4 runs. 2 hits, a walk, and fielder's choice. And now they throw Durant out. 2 quick outs. Grant scored 3 and knocked in a run. Barry had 3 base hits, knocked in 3 and scored a run. 9th hitter in the lineup, Dyer, had 2 hits, a walk, scored 2. Hit to center field a long way, back there making the play. Make it look easy, Grant, a 1-2-3 inning. So they end it in style as they knock Lynn out, and Lynn will not advance. So the Lynn 15s have played their last Babe Ruth game. They will now move on to Legion or AAU or whatever. But they have been eliminated by Medford. Terrific team effort by Medford. We mentioned a few of them. Tredia scored a couple, knocked in a run. All those, everybody has been, especially the leadoff hitter, Mitchell, from your leadoff hitter, on base 4 times, scoring 4 runs. And Barry, the number 3 hitter, getting 3 hits, knocking in 3. For Lynn, Jared DeFilippo had 2 base hits, played very well at shortstop. Luke Mannion, actually Ray Contreras, batting for Mannion, drew a walk and scored a run. Kevin Pena, hitting for Fritz, got a base hit and scored a run. Ray Contreras, Mark Tobin got a double, knocked in 2 and was on base 3 times. The one lead they had in the 2nd inning, a 2-out double by Anderson, a walk to Tobin, and a base hit by Luciano. And after that, it was all PB. They tied it in the 3rd, scored 2 in the 4th, 4 in the 5th, 5 in the 6th, 2 more in the 7th. They were 1 out away from a mercy rule. Lynn scored a couple in the 6th to keep it alive, but then Medford got 2 more to make it 14-3, and Normiel gets a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th, and Lynn will finish up at 2-2. They were 2-0. They lose 2 in a row. Medford will finish undefeated. They will be the number 1 seed, and Peabody can smile. They'll be 3-1. They'll be the number 2 seed. So 14-3, Medford over Lynn. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.